This guy needs no introduction. Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith of the Dallas Cowboys is with us. First of all, Emmitt, you're Superman. You're not supposed to have gout. I mean people.
Superman was subject to kryptonite. I mean, kryptonite took him down.
Did kryptonite take him down?
So everybody got some kind of weakness.
Tell me a little bit about me. You know, everybody's heard of that, but that's not supposed to happen to guys like you. But it did, right?
Why isn't it? I mean, I'm not that special to where things that are happening to everybody on a normal basis doesn't happen to me. And so for me, having gout, which is another form of arthritis, very painful arthritis, just something that made me think, oh wow, this is something I heard about, something I never experienced. I've seen others with it, but now I have it. So what do I need to do to maintain it and control it and keep it so it doesn't flare up? Because when it flared up, I was at a level of pain, man, that I never experienced before.
Do you think it had anything to do with your playing football?
Now, I wouldn't say it had nothing to do with playing football, but it's something that I think everybody have within their system. I mean, my uric acid levels were pretty high, and which triggered the gout. And so, understanding that I need to maintain my uric acid levels and keep them at a level and be on top of it instead of letting it run for a long period of time and not doing anything about it, really anything to avoid that pain.
Emmitt, you know a little something about Super Bowl weeks. What was Super Bowl week like for you? How did you prepare for this game?
Oh, Super Bowl week was fun for me. It was exciting because that very first one was just so exciting and so fun that I prepared in a way that I was getting emotionally charged up to go out and play in the biggest game of my life. It was one of those kind of things where, as a young man, you have prepared to play in big games and wanted to play in big games, and your moment is finally here. And dealing with the media, being on the football field in uniform, addressing all the questions, understanding at the end of this week, the big game is going to be the culminating moment of the week, and everybody in the world is watching you. That to me was very, very exciting.
Did Aikman really kind of like hyperventilate early in the ball game in Pasadena?
You know what?
I've heard that story.
I think we all was hyperventilating.
Yeah.
Because it was such a big moment. When you come out of that locker room and you walk onto that field and you look around, you see all the Super Bowl logos all over the place. You see the stands are full of people. You're riding in and all those kind of things. You're stepping out on that field knowing that, 3 hours from now.
Jets fly over and all that stuff.
Not in here today. You won't see the Jets, but I tell you what, though, knowing that this is the moment of truth and knowing that there is only 2 teams on this football field that has a chance to win this thing, and you want your team to be one, you start focusing on what it is that I want to do. I don't want to be the guy to let my teammates down. If I got a chance to make a play, I don't want to be the guy that dropped the ball.
How frustrated do former Cowboys like yourself get with this current group?
Very frustrated. I know that they're working hard, but I cannot put my finger on why they cannot turn the corner. Injuries is something that can plague any team. And for us, we've had our share of it. And it is frustrating to see that they have so much talent on that football field, but yet it cannot come together and execute at the level that it needs to execute for a long period of time. And when I mean for a long period of time, I mean the entire season. Consistency is one of the hallmarks of my career. Consistency. You knew what you were going to get out of E. Smith in every game, every year, no matter if I was 22, 21, or 35 years old. And that's something that I look for in every team. And unfortunately for our team, it's almost like a roller coaster ride.
It's easy for folks to point a finger at Jerry Jones. Is that right or wrong?
I think it's very wrong. Because at the end of the day, Jerry Jones is an owner, and he has the rights to do whatever he wants to do with that ball club. Some people say he interferes too much, but they never can define it. And at the end of the day, when I played and we won our Super Bowls, he came down out of his booth and come down on the field and walked on the sideline at the same time. They didn't like it then, but it didn't affect us for our play. We win, we go out and play. And so I don't have a problem with the owner coming down. Now, at the end of the day, when you're talking about the ownership, the head coaches, the team, and the players, I don't think the players are thinking about Jerry Jones when he comes down on the sideline. Players won't have time to think about it. we're focusing on what we need to do on the football field.
You know Jason Garrett very well. First of all, what do you think the job he's doing, and does it really matter? I mean, how big a deal is it who calls the plays next year?
Well, I think the job he's doing has been a good job. I think our team fought hard to finish the season. Did we finish the season as strong as we wanted to? No. The Washington Redskins game was a disappointment. But they fought hard to get to that point. And I saw something in our team that I haven't seen in a couple of years. They fought to the end. And they came back even when the odds were against them. They fought and came back. And so watching that is what has inspired me and has endeared me to this team. Now, I want to see them get better. And I don't mean just talk about getting better. I mean better in your walk, better in your, not only in your talk, better in your play, better in your actions, better interaction amongst offense, defense, and special teams. Coaching and calling the plays, maybe there's a balance there. Maybe there's a balance. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is his first time being a head coach and calling plays at the same time. Maybe I've seen guys do it, and I've seen some guys not do it. And I heard that from some coaches that it's better to allow somebody else to call the plays so you can concentrate and focus on the other administrative things that need to take place on a football team.
Fair enough. Emmitt, thanks a lot, buddy.